Hi folks, I know it's been ages since I've posted one of these things, but I just thought I would give you an update on some recent and not so recent purchases that I've made. The last post that I made on some of the Google Plus pages showed a box that I got from Tower Hobbies, and it was the USS Zumwalt, a couple of Earth versus the Flying Saucers kits, and a Viper Mark 7 from Battlestar Galactica. And I know there's one more kit in there that I'm forgetting. But anyway, so since then I've received a few more boxes. Not going to do them in chronological order, but since I just mentioned Tower Hobbies, we'll start with one that I got from them a couple weeks back, and this is it was part of a back order. The really neat thing was that they didn't charge me any additional postage, and usually, coming from the States to Canada, you figure that just kind of shot their profit margin, I would think. But that's awesome from my point of view, so I'm not going to hesitate to place advanced order items. Orders for pre-orders is the common term, but I hate that. Anyway, so advanced orders with them, even though I don't want them to go out of business because they ship everything to me gratis on those back order things. Anyway, long story short, so what I got from them is two of the Atlantis UFO kits. This is a reissue of, I think it was the Aurora kit. They don't sound all that well packed, but so I guess it's like a true reissue, because I'm sure that that's what they sounded like back in the late 60s when they came out with the kit originally. Lots of parts rattling around inside the box. So there's that. I haven't opened, you can see with the plastic still on, I haven't opened that up yet. Another one that I got here not that long ago, another company that I ordered from is Free Time Hobbies. I got me the one set of the new old Galactica photo etch, and I also snagged, because I like strange and unusual ships, and I didn't know that this was out, and I just browsed around their site, and it said that they had one, so I grabbed it. It's an EMW A9. It's apparently a German prototype rocket from the 40s, so World War II era, one of those things that they had in the works before everything went kaput. So also, if you go to Fantastic Plastic, you can find this in their, not in their store, but in their museum, because that's one of the great things about that site is they have a lot of the old sci-fi related kits, and not just sci-fi, but this is concept aircraft, I guess is what they would call it. And they have that kind of stuff on their site too. They sell a line of kits from Europe. I forget the name of the company right now. And of course they have their own line of kits as well. And you can see all of not just their stuff, but they'll have AMT, Revel monogram, or Revell monogram, all that stuff on that site too. So if there's a kit you heard about, that's a good place to research it. And then I also snagged one of these Vipers. For some reason, the word Kitty Hawk kept sticking in my head. I don't know how good a kit they make. I watched some of the kit reviews of their products by Flory Models, and you know, a lot of the time he complains about the fit or the scribing or the lack of stuff, and then he puts it together and says, you know, it's great anyway, probably because it's your only option. But something about the Viper helicopter yelled at me, and I just had to get one. So hang on a second, because that is gonna fall over, and I'm gonna help it gently fall instead of just the way gravity wants to do it most of the time in my house. Okay, I'm just going by the open boxes first. Got one here from Hobby Link Japan. Just 2 kits in it, and as you can see, I still haven't taken the shrink wrap off of their packing job. First one is the Space Settlement, which is another unusual kit. There's a shot of the side of the box to give you an idea what it looks like. That one is made by Wave, which makes, I have a few of their kits, and they're usually spaceships from video games. But it's a Japanese kit. And then underneath it, you're not going to see the box art because it's in plastic. But on the side there, you can see this is the Adamski UFO, which is, I guess, pretty similar to that Invaders UFO. And this is, again, the Wave version of the kit, not the Atlantis Models version of it. And there's another, I don't know if I showed you that side of it, but you can see there. But you get an interior and you can go nuts. So there's that. So I've got 2 boxes here that I haven't even opened yet, but I've dropped. So I know what's in this one, since I just showed you a Wave kit of the Adamski UFO. Just looking for my rusty blade here. And this one just came in. This is another Wave kit. I think I just said that. But I don't know what happened with these ones, because these came out at the same time as the Adamski UFO, and then they disappeared from Hobby Link Japan almost, you know, within a month or two. And I don't know why, because it's a new kit. But I found it on eBay from a seller in South Korea, and this is they're both the same. So I got one to slide out, and it's the Hanebu. I'm probably not saying that right. German UFO, again, World War II era. Secret project kind of stuff. So there's a shot of the sides. I got 2 because the seller had 2 left, and you can see that there's a couple different ways to do the markings on it. So the one with measles and the one without. And of course, as soon as I bought the 2, within days the seller had relisted the item. So, you know, whatever. But I've got those now for the stash. And then the last box, also from Hobby Link Japan, as I slice through the customs forms and the tape. And the more tape. And there's going to be at least one more box from Hobby Link coming, because I placed an order that had 2 back-ordered items, and then of course like a day later, the day after I said to them to ship this, one of the 2 back-ordered items came in. So I'm waiting for the second one. I've kind of got my eye on something else, but I'm not 100% certain because, as most of you know, I never get around to building these things. So why I keep buying them, well, I did mention about the kit that I got earlier this year called the Fool. So there's that. The other thing I was thinking about too is my my YouTube ID, SF Modeler. I like to think of it as, you know, CM Punk, the wrestler, and you ask them people wonder what CM stands for, and it's a whole bunch of different stuff. So SF Modeler, you know, could be science fiction, or it could be slow forgetful, or, you know, any number of things. So I kind of like that. Anyway, so from Hobby Link Japan, I don't know how well you can see it, but I managed to snag, this is the Samurai Stormtrooper to go with my Samurai Vader, and I only got one. I didn't get 2, so I could do the classic pose there. And of course, right after I ordered it, again, they went out of production, according to HLJ's website, discontinued. So, you know. Anyway, I got one. I got one of the Vaders. I don't know if I'm even going to open them. Who knows? Time will tell. And then on the bottom here is the Dodonpachi, I guess, fighter jet, or whatever you want to call it. It's another video game ship. So, and then they had these Macross or Gundam models as well. There were 2 of them that were kind of similar. One is red, and this one is, anyway, to my eyes, it's kind of orange. That's how I think of them anyway. Some of you might go onto their site and go, what are you talking about? It's green, or whatever. But for some reason, the red one didn't grab me. But I mean, and when I'm talking about red, I'm talking about only these kind of accents here. I know the main robot is white or light colored, but the orange one made me keep coming back to the page and finally got me to order it, because it was in the $20 range, so I thought that was a reasonable enough price to pay. So anyway, that's the latest for the additions to my ever-growing stash, my never ebbing, never being done stash. Thank you for watching. Post your comments and let me know what you think, and have a good day. I'll see you next time.